Burning Godzilla is ready for some fire-breathing action in today's game, Dragonfire, for your Intellivision. Let's go ahead and take Dragonfire. Let's pop it in my Intellivision, see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Dragonfire was published by Imagic and is based on the original Atari 2600 version by Bob Smith. According to the Blue Sky Rangers website, the game was released in 1982 alongside the 2600 version. Although while not conclusive, my research indicates that the Intellivision version may have come out a little bit later, maybe even in early 1983. Blue Sky Rangers gives programming credit to Alan Smith, who also programmed Dracula for the Intellivision, and sound credit to Dave Duran, who did the sound for many other Imagic Intellivision games including Demon Attack and Beauty and the Beast. The manual opens with the following. Dragons have driven the royal court from the castle. Oh, we are lost, laments the king. Without our vast treasures, we cannot raise an army against these accursed dragons. Our kingdom must now languish under lizards. Not so, my liege, replied the young prince. None knows that castle, those many bridges and storerooms better than I. Give me leave, and I shall loot those lizards of their plunder and restore my lord to his birthright. Brave boy, said the king, fully pleased. But, he added darkly, beware, dreaded Dragonfire. Dragonfire is a two-screen action game for 1 or 2 players alternating with 3 modes of difficulty. The overlay that came with the game shows that you use the bottom row of numbers on the keypad to select the number of players and the row above it to select your difficulty. The final button on the number pad, the start button on the overlay, acts as a quick reset button. The disc is used to move your player and the side buttons are used to jump. Pressing 1 and 9 or 3 and 7 simultaneously can pause your game using the disc or any other button on the controller to resume. In the first section, you jump and duck under fireballs on a bridge trying to make it into the castle on the left. You can retreat safely all the way to the right if you wish. In the second section, which was inspired by the old children's game of Jacks, you run around collecting all the treasures while avoiding the dragon's fireballs. There is a safe area you can hide in on the right. Once you collect all the treasures, an exit will appear on the left. Enter it and you return to the first section at increased difficulty. Once you pass the 4th gray dragon, the archer on the bridge screen will start firing arrows at you as well, a gameplay element that was not in the 2600 version. The manual states that there are 16 different dragons. The difficulty selection determines which dragon you start on. Easy starts on the 1st dragon, medium the 5th, with the archers activated on the bridge, and hard starts on the 9th dragon. Starting at the 11th dragon, the dragon will become invisible, something that I don't think happened on the 2600. Scoring wise, at the beginning stage you get 10 to 100 points per treasure and 100 points for escaping the second screen, with the treasure points doubling starting with the 7th dragon. You get 7 lives, and you lose a life every time you're hit by a fireball or arrow. Graphically speaking, this is a decent looking game, although not much of an improvement over the 2600 version. Sound-wise, the sounds are basic, but you do get nice jingles before and after your game, another upgrade over the 2600 original. Family-friendly wise, the game will most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game has an approximate value of $8 loose, $15 complete, and $49 new. So what do I think of Dragonfire on the Intellivision? Let me start out by saying that I find Dragonfire to be an okay game on the 2600, but not a top-tier game. And for the most part, the Intellivision version tries to improve on it by adding some new stuff to it. The graphics are clean, but not a big improvement, but you do get the music before and after your game. You now have more types of dragons, including the invisible versions and the archer to deal with, which with the fireballs can put you in near impossible situations with the right combination of the 2 fireballs and an arrow coming at you at the same time. But I think there's one area where the Atari version excels, and that's the controls. Neither version is perfect. Actually, I think this would be an interesting game if it used a trackball instead, but I struggle with the controls on the bridge section, especially jumping forward. Sometimes I would try to jump forward, but jump straight up instead. Now I am using an original controller on original hardware. It's possible playing an emulation with a different controller would work better, but it felt like I had to get a nice running start to jump to the left, and it didn't always work right, leading to many frustrating deaths. I will say that the controls on the second part seem to respond pretty well, and the Intellivision version does add a little bit more to the game, but for a game like this, I want the best controls possible. This may depend on the person and the setup, but this led me to not enjoying the Intellivision version as much, thus making me less likely to play it more in the future. So where am I going to rank Dragonfire among the other Intellivision games I previously reviewed? For me, it's going to be in the lower half. I think I'd rather play Tron Solar Sailor at 59, but I will put this over Space Hawk at 60. So of the 71 games now ranked for the Intellivision, Dragonfire is debuting at the 60 position. Dragonfire for the Intellivision improves in some areas over the 2600 version, but doesn't control quite as well. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Do you like this game? Do you have any memories of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy videos like this one and you want to support my work, please click like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and for mega supporters, either become a channel member or sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and watch out for invisible dragons.